Welcome, my friend. Thanks so much for joining me on the mat today. If you haven't yet, please take a moment now to subscribe to support free yoga online and to make sure you get that free daily yoga practice released. Today's practice is Hatha yoga with extra focus on our breath. We'll be using our breath to let go of things that do not support our balanced, healthy body and mind, whether it is thoughts, feelings, emotions, or energy from before you stepped on the mat, or maybe it's something that we have cultivated during our practice. Our breath can be a very powerful tool to help us through tough situations. So let's use this tool in our practice today and let go of what no longer supports you. I do not use any props today, but feel free to have your yoga blocks handy. Light a candle or burn some incense, and I'll meet you seated on the mat. Let's join together in a cross-legged seated position. Rest your hands wherever is comfortable and lengthen up through your spine. Shoulder heads roll up and back. Take a full deep breath in through your nose and exhale a sigh out your mouth. Feel the sense of release, of letting go. Soft smile on your face. Breathe and circle your fingertips to the sky. On your exhale, cactus your arms, elbows open wide as you slowly lower down. Inhalation, circling them right back up. And this time, let's exhale, taking it into a side body stretch to the right. Inhale, lift up to center. Exhale, side body stretch to the left. Inhale, back up to center, and exhale, lower. One more time, inhalation, circling your fingertips to the sky. And exhale to cactus your arms, pressing your elbows open wide as you slowly lower them down. Palms rest to your knees, and take your deepest breath in yet through your nose, feeling your belly, ribs, and chest expand. And exhale a sigh out your mouth, slowly releasing and letting go of anything that does not support your balanced, healthy body and mind. Begin to draw big circles with your torso, taking 3 to 4 in this direction, syncing your breath with the movement, just like we do in cat-cow. So inhaling as you circle forward and exhaling as you circle back. Switch directions, taking 3 to 4 in the opposite direction. Go ahead and allow your head and neck to get into this movement, warming them up. Return to center, and then make your way to the back of the mat for child's pose. We'll bring your knees into hips distance. Lower your torso through center, arms extended long, palms kissing the mat, your forehead kissing the mat. Full deep breath in through your nose, feeling the air travel down the length of your spine and into your low back. And exhale a sigh out your mouth, letting go, just being here in this moment. Take a deep breath in once more. And this time on your exhale, let's round forward, lifting into cat pose. Inhale, ripple your spine, lowering your belly into cat pose. Shoulder heads draw back and come to flat back. Then extend your right leg to the sky before we step it through, coming to our low lunge. Option to take a quad stretch next by lowering your left palm to the mat. Opposite arm circles up and back to grasp the pinky toe side of your back foot. Your back foot presses to the space behind you, and just let the spin your chest open to the right. With control, release. Hand comes to frame your foot, tuck your back toes and press up, and step back for plank pose. And slowly lower your front body all the way to the mat. Inhalation, lift up into a high cobra. Lower belly draws up and in to exhale and lower. Press yourself back to child's pose. Deep breath in and exhale to round forward, lifting to cat pose. Inhale, ripple your spine, lowering your belly into cow. Come to flat back. Then we'll extend your left leg to the sky before stepping it through for our low lunge. Taking that quad stretch with me on the second side if it's accessible in your body. Lowering your right palm to the mat. Opposite arm circles up and back to grasp that pinky toe side of your foot. Remember to press your foot back to help spin your chest open to the left, enjoying this stretch. With control, we'll release. Hand comes to frame your foot. Tuck your back toes and press up, stepping for plank pose. Elbows hugging along your side body as you slowly lower yourself to the mat. Inhalation lifting up to our high cobra. Lower belly draws up and in to exhale and lower. And take child's pose. Breathe in and exhale, round forward into cat pose. Inhale, wave your spine into cow. And this time, tuck all 10 toes and lift those hips to down dog. In our down dog, we are going to take 3 lines breaths, which means we'll exhale out our mouth and we'll stick our tongue out. So this is a great way to release anything that does not serve you. Let that exhale be powerful. So let's take that full deep breath in through your nose and open your mouth, stick your tongue out and exhale out. Big breath in, lines breath to exhale. Once more, breathe in. Lines breath to exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Let's glance forward to step your left leg through to runner's lunge. Lower your back heel to the mat so it's parallel with the short edge of your mat. And then fan your arms up for warrior 2 pose. A nice wide stance so that front thigh lowers parallel with the mat. Shoulders lower down away from your ears. Sweep your back arm behind your low back to clasp your hip crease, while the top arm reaches forward up and back into our peaceful warrior pose. Keep a generous bend in that front knee as you reach back. Release and fan your arms side to side. Straighten your front leg coming into triangle pose. So reach forward as your hips shift back in space. Then lower your front fingertips to the mat or to your shin. Opposite fingertips extend open to the sky. A nice long line from fingertip to fingertip. With control, we'll rise back up. Your front toes point to the side of the mat. Bring toes in and heels out. We'll sweep your fingertips behind you to interlace them behind your low back. Inhalation as you reach back, take it into a back bend. Before you dive it down through center for your forward fold, your interlaced fingers lift up and over to press away to the space in front of you. Let those palms yearn towards each other. Lift halfway to soften and release your hands, lowering your fingertips to the mat. Crown of head lowers towards the mat. On your next inhale, we'll lift halfway, finding a nice long spine. Hands come to your hips and press yourself the rest of the way up. Back toes open to point to the back of the mat, coming into warrior 2 pose on the second side. Arms extend long side to side. Allow those hips to lower into the pose, staying broad and open across your chest. Sweep that top arm behind you to clasp your hip crease, while the opposite arm reaches forward, up and back, settling into your peaceful warrior. Good. Now fan your arms back to warrior 2, then extend your front leg. Open across your chest as you shift your hips back in space and reach your fingertips forward, then lower them to the mat for triangle pose. Lift your gaze to follow your extended fingertips. Enjoy the sensations of this pose. And with control, let's rise up. Bring your toes to point to the side of the mat. Bring your toes out and your heels in. Palms come to your thighs as your hips sink low into the pose. And gently press into your thighs to deepen the stretch. This one feels real good. You can take a slow rock side to side if that sounds nice and opening. Close your eyes. Connect with your body. Feel into your body in this pose. Come to center. Staying nice and low here, bring your hands prayer to heart. And then sink your hips a few inches lower. You got this. And now a little lower if you can. Keep those knees open wide. On your next inhale, extend your legs, reach prayer up to the sky, and fan your arms down. Toes open to the front of the mat, coming into Warrior 2 before fanning your hands to frame your front foot. Back heel pops up, step back for down dog. Let's take 3 more lion's breath. So big breath in through your nose. Exhale lion's breath out your mouth, releasing anything you no longer need. Big breath in. Exhale lion's breath out. Once more, big breath in. Exhale lion's breath out, letting go. Let's glance forward to step 1 foot to the front of the mat and then the other for your forward fold. Upper body softens. Let's take a generous bend in both your knees so we can slowly begin to roll up as if we want to stack 1 vertebrae at a time. Once you're at the top, let's take a few hip circles to help ground ourselves. So bring your feet a little wider than hip distance. Feet parallel, hands to your hips. Feel that connection of your soles of feet to the earth, and then begin to draw big circles with your hips. Let the movement be guided by your hips. Close your eyes to help you connect. And switch directions of your circles. Just enjoy this motion in your body, feeling yourself grounding into this moment. Lovely, my friends. Settle into center. Heel till your feet a little wider than hip distance for our yogi squat. Your toes out and your heels in. Bring your hands prayer at heart, and then slowly begin to lower your hips down into the pose. Your elbows come to the inside of your thighs to gently open them. To help lengthen your spine, lift up through the crown of your head while you lengthen your tailbone down. Heart shining bright as you breathe into this pose. Let's bring your hands to the mat to slowly lower your seat and come to a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Hands rest to your knees. Take a full breath in, sitting up nice and tall, and exhale 1 more sigh out your mouth, releasing anything that remains that no longer supports you. And feel how your body softens and relaxes. Take a moment to sit with how you're feeling. Take a big, beautiful breath in, circling your fingertips to the sky, gathering love and light. Palms kiss at the top, and bring all that love and light down to heart center. In our final moments here, let come to mind 1 thing that happened today or even yesterday that made you smile, made you giggle, just made you feel happy. If you're not already smiling, go ahead and spread a soft smile across your face. Sending love and light to you and all beings. Namaste. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. To help us spread some smiles and happiness, I'd love for you to leave a comment below sharing the moment that came to mind for you. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Please throw this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already to get that free daily release of each yoga practice. From my heart to yours.